Every time you turn on your TV, every time you watch the news, a movie, or a family gathering on screen, you're using the life's work of a man the world forgot. His name was John Logie Baird. In 1926, in a tiny London apartment, he built the first working television. From cardboard, toy parts, and razor blades, he transmitted the first live human face in history. He pioneered color TV, stereoscopic TV, and even transatlantic broadcasts, decades before anyone else. But when television became big business, American corporations rewrote history. They said television was invented in the U.S. And Baird? He died in 1946, broke, forgotten, while millions watched his invention. This is the story of the man who gave the world television and was erased by greed. John Logie Baird was born in 1888 in Helensburgh, Scotland, a quiet town on the coast. He was sickly as a child, often bedridden, but his mind never rested. He built his first telephone at 12, his first radio at 16. He studied engineering, but dropped out due to poor health. He tried business, failed. He tried farming, failed. He moved to London in the 1920s with little money, but one obsession. Can we transmit sight the way we transmit sound? At the time, scientists said it was impossible. The human eye sees too much, they claimed. No machine can capture it. But Baird didn't care. He rented a cheap attic room at 22 Frith Street. He scavenged parts from toy stores, junk shops, and barber shops. He used a ventriloquist's dummy named Stooky Bill for his first tests. Why? Because early cameras needed bright light, and Stooky Bill wouldn't complain. On October 2nd, 1925, he succeeded. The face of Stooky Bill appeared on a screen in another room. A few weeks later, January 26, 1926, he demonstrated live human television to the Royal Institution. The face? His office assistant, William Tainton, the world's first TV star. News spread fast. Baird became a celebrity. He founded Baird Television Limited. In 1928, he sent the first transatlantic TV signal from London to New York. In 1929, the BBC began broadcasting using his system. But then came the Americans. Philo Farnsworth in San Francisco, Vladimir Zworykin at RCA. They had money, labs, lawyers, and they wanted control. RCA, led by David Sarnoff, launched a PR war. They called Baird's system mechanical, outdated. They pushed their own electronic TV, even though it borrowed heavily from his ideas. They lobbied the BBC to drop him. By 1937, the BBC switched to the Marconi EMI system, backed by RCA. Baird was out. His company collapsed. His patents were ignored. He kept inventing color TV in 1940, 3D TV in 1941. But no one listened. The world had chosen its narrative. Television is American. Baird wasn't bitter. He once said, "I don't care who gets the credit as long as people have television." But history didn't return the favor. When he died in 1946 at age 57, his obituary was brief. No state funeral, no monuments. Meanwhile, Farnsworth and Zworykin were hailed as fathers of television. Why? Because Baird was Scottish, not American. Because he was a lone inventor, not a corporate team. Because he believed technology should serve people, not shareholders. Today, every TV in the world uses principles he pioneered. But open a textbook, watch a documentary, you'll hear about Farnsworth, about RCA, rarely about Baird. This isn't just about one man. It's about how we remember innovation. Do we honor the first to imagine or the last to monetize? Do we celebrate the dreamer or the corporation that bought his dream? Baird's story is a warning. In a world ruled by profit, quiet genius is easily erased. And yet, every time a child watches cartoons, every time a family gathers for the news, every time history is broadcast to the world, Baird's vision lives on. So next time you turn on your TV, remember the man who built it from nothing. Remember John Logie Baird, the Scottish dreamer who gave the world sight at a distance and asked for nothing in return. Because history forgets the quiet ones, but we don't have to. If this story moved you, share it so his name lives on.